Hey guys, I don't know why on YouTube videos we all start with hey guys. Uh, anyway, hello, my name is Ray. I'm going to talk about electric unicycles. I'm a newcomer to this world. I'm 58 years old, and about 4 weeks ago, after having purchased a couple of Segways for my kids, I thought it was cool. I saw a unicycle. I said, let me try one of those, because I've been riding dirt bikes and street bikes ever since I was like 5 years old. That's my Honda Goldwing, which I haven't ridden forever. So I decided to get a one wheel, a unicycle. So I got the Segway 9 S1 about 4 weeks ago, and within about a day I could ride it. I could turn, I could stop, I could get on it. I wasn't feeling comfortable, I wasn't in control, total control, but I could get around. But within a week I was getting constant tilt backs. The maximum speed on this guy is 12 miles an hour, and tilt back kicks in around 10. It has a range of 15 miles, which is pretty true. But the constant tilt backs, 12 miles an hour seems fast when you are basically standing on this little wheel. But believe me, within a week, I was just getting constant tilt backs, and it just wasn't enjoyable. I found a firmware hack for it, and I did the firmware hack, and it can go up to 19 miles an hour now. And that made a lot of difference. I've actually been enjoying it. Within, I would say, just under 4 weeks, I felt in control of it. I could go with top speed. It would tilt back, but I was in control. I could stop quickly, do emergency stops, do tight S-turns, tight slaloms, going backwards. But it just, for my weight, I weigh 165, I'm 5'10", and I started going up some inclines and off-road. It doesn't have that power to make it easier. It's a great wheel, don't get me wrong, but I basically had reached the end of it. People disagree. Somebody on Facebook said, oh, if you think you've reached the end of it, you don't know what you're talking about. And then he started sending me videos of people jumping, going upstairs, downstairs with these smaller 14-inch wheels. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not interested in jumping and going up steps and down steps and doing all the acrobatics. At my age, if I break a bone, I'm done for. So under normal riding circumstances, I had reached its maximum potential. Still fun to ride at 17 miles an hour, don't get me wrong, it's still a great wheel. But so I ordered a Kingsong 16X, but that won't be in until September, and I don't have much of a patience. Patience is not one of my virtues, so I ended up getting an 84 volt Gotway Nikola. I thought I was pretty good on this as far as normal riding goes. Oh, one thing, once I hacked the firmware on it, obviously because you're going faster, your range drops. The best range I could get out of this, going at between 15 to 17 miles an hour, and some hills, nothing really steep, but normal West Virginia hills, the best range I could get out of it was 9 miles. Um, I did 10, but the last mile was just horrible. It was tilting back. The pedals were basically that way, and maximum speed like 4 miles an hour. So that last mile doesn't count because that's just horrible. So about 9 miles. Now of course, as the power drops below a certain percentage, so does the speed. On these guys I'm in motion, and I think on the King songs also. But King song ain't as bad as these. It doesn't drop as quickly as these. So anyway, I received this guy last night. Right here in the garage at about 10 o'clock at night. I thought, okay, let me try it. I stood on it, and I couldn't make it from this end of the garage to that end, which is about what, 25 feet, 20 feet. So that made me think about a comment I had made on one of the Facebook groups when I had reached its maximum potential for my riding. You know, I had said I wish I hadn't wasted $600 buying this. I wish I had bought, you know, the King Song 18XL or the 16X or the Newcomer to start with. That way I wouldn't have wasted $600. But last night made me rethink. And don't forget, all this is for newcomers. Obviously, people who know how to do these things shouldn't even be watching this video. And if they randomly dropped on this video, they probably have turned it off by now. But for newcomers who don't know what to get, I have changed my tune. If I had got this guy to start with, I think my learning curve would be a lot steeper and a lot longer. This weighs 26 pounds, I think, and this one about 53, 54 pounds, I believe. And the size difference, just between your legs, that size difference and the weight makes a lot of difference. I think if I had bought this, I probably, I mean, I'm like a bulldog. Once I start something, I don't let it go. I would have eventually learned it, but it would have been a lot longer. My patience would have kicked in, and I probably would have thrown it across the room or something. So now I do believe for newcomers it's best to start with a smaller wheel. I personally wouldn't buy another item from Segway 9-bar. I bought this as a new item from Segway store. They have two options, reconditioned, refurbished, used, whatever. $100 less than a brand new one. I don't like buying these type of things used because I don't know how the previous owner treated the batteries, etc. I don't care about scratches and being banged up, but what is the internal parts of it? I don't know if they've been jumping stairs and the axle is bent or whatever. So I don't like buying used, I like buying brand new. But when they sent me this, once I looked at the box, I knew it was a used item. The pedals were scratched underneath, the frame was scratched, so you could tell it was used. Even the charger that they normally wrap neatly with those wire ties and it looks brand new, it wasn't even tied, it was just thrown in the box or loose. So I tried getting in touch with Segway, but there's no way you can talk to anybody or get any returned emails or returned phone calls. So I would not buy another item from Segway just because I feel I got cheated. And my time is worth more than $100 to go chasing after these people. And it's going to be pointless anyways, time lost. It's a great wheel, hasn't acted up, it's been good, but it's just the principle of it. So as a newcomer, I suggest you go with a 14-inch wheel, but or smaller. There's the M10-3, which is a great wheel, they say. There's the, what is that, MC-M5, there's the Tesla, there's the InMotion series, V8, V5, V8, V10, whatever. I don't think I would start with the bigger ones. I would start with something small, because I think the learning curve will be much quicker and easier. Now, like I said, this one last night I couldn't go 20 feet. So I thought, well, everything I learned on here is basically pointless on here because I can't even go 20 feet. But today I took it out, and believe it or not, because of having learned my balance on this guy, I took it outside and I went for a ride, no problem. I'm not in total control of it. I feel I'm wobbling and all that at higher speeds, but I can ride, I can turn, I can stop. I'm somewhat in control at lower speeds. I think the fastest I went to on it was 19 miles an hour. I set an alarm at 15 and I was hitting that alarm constantly, so I changed it to 25. But I just don't feel, if I'm going along at 20 miles an hour, something suddenly jumps out, I don't think I'll be in control to stop and avoid that accident. But the way I ride, I'm fully attentive of what's going on around me. As I'm riding along, I'm looking under the cars for little feet, the dog, cats, whatever. So I'm constantly scanning the area in front of me and behind me, somewhat with a mirror on my helmet. So I'm hoping I will see danger before I get on top of it, so I can slow down ahead of time. But as a newcomer, I would suggest people start with a lighter, smaller wheel. I think your chances and your learning curve will be easier and quicker. People have said you can pick up a used wheel for a few $100s, because you're going to fall, it's going to get banged up, it's going to get scratched. I mean, I don't care if this one I've wrapped it in 1/4-inch neoprene, because last night when I tried to ride it 20 feet, I just couldn't. So I thought, okay, well, let me wrap it in all this protective stuff, so if I do drop it, it doesn't get scratched as bad, and I can, if I just can't get the hang of it, I can turn around and set it. So this is all wrapped in neoprene. They are good looking wheels. Have the yeah. See? Nope. Didn't bust it. Make sure. Yeah. I think I should put this down. Just the weight difference. Okay. They all have the flashing lights. Once you ride it, these lights flash. Let's see. This one has got a handle so you can walk it. Some people don't like these scorpion handles, but they prefer the luggage type. But so far, I haven't found it. I mean, I don't carry it around much. I don't commute. I just use these for pleasure. So I shouldn't be using that handle too often. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, You can ask, and if I know, I'll answer. Now, I don't know what they normally say when they get to the end of the video on YouTube, because to start with, they all say, "Hey guys." I just don't know what they say when they come to the end of the video. So I'll just say goodbye, good luck, have fun, be safe. Oh, one thing. I would buy protective gear, because on this one, the other day I was going along in a big parking lot. I was practicing some stuff, and I noticed a car just maybe 5 feet away from me. So I waved them on, but they wouldn't go. They just carried on going with me. Now, my fault. I had 3 choices. I made the wrong choice. One was just to stop. 2 was to go on the grass. There was grass on this side, which I normally go on the grass to go off-road so I can learn my balance better. Or my third option, which is what I did, and I shouldn't have, is I leaned all the way forward, so hard acceleration, and I hit 20 miles an hour, heard beep beep beep, and the wheel cut out. That's one of the features, the wheel cutouts. I'm sure you can YouTube that and see what all that is about. So the wheel cut out, and I just, at 20 miles an hour, face planted on blacktop. The old lady stopped the car, came out, "Oh honey, are you okay? I'm sorry, I just didn't know what you wear." So I said, "It's okay, ma'am." But luckily for me, I was wearing my full face helmet and all the shoulder pads, the elbow guards, knee pads and all that. My shoulder, because I wasn't wearing a shoulder pad, did get a bit banged up. My knee, even though I was wearing knee protection, got like carpet burn. But my helmet, full face helmet, if I wasn't wearing it, or if I was wearing one of these, what you call, sort of this type of helmet, my face would have been rearranged, because my full face helmet, which is what is the jawline on the full face helmet, got all banged up, scratched. The top visor of the helmet got all banged up, scratched. So basically the left side of my face would have been rearranged. So I highly recommend wearing full gear, full face helmet, not these half shells. I don't think it will save your face. It just can't, because there's nothing there. Whereas with the full face, you have that part that sticks out the front, and that will save your face. Knee and shin guards, I think, are a must, and also wrist guards, because when you fall, the first thing that is going to hit is your wrist or your hand and your knees. Elbow guards. I went and bought a Liat upper body full armor, so something you wear, and it's got shoulder guards, elbows, front chest plate, back chest plate, kidney belt, all that. I highly recommend you gear up. Good luck, be safe.